this is our header switch here, our header switch. This is a nice beautiful thing about this extension cable. So just start from the top and work your way to the bottom, plugging them in each pin socket. So you can obviously see the pin sockets here. Yes, you can see here, all it's doing is extending the cable, so you just got to obviously connection top to bottom. And then this other end, again, a little bit of tape on here, just to make sure all these plugs are out. So you can actually push the switch, make sure everything's working on that plug. And again, just a little bit of tape over it, hold the plugs down in place. Like so. So now we're going to put that bottom screen in here. So all we need to do is we've connected our cables like before. This just slips into the bottom bit and the two clips up here. Push it in like so, and you can have your cables running around as you need them. You just don't forget to plug in your 14 pin plug through the here, so it doesn't actually run down from the top. Now we put that bottom part back on, put our side parts back on, that's all we've done now. Put our other side part back on. So that's our little unit at the bottom there. I want to show it on first section, so I'll put up the plugs on the bottom. So this hand is to pull them up the back here, so a little bit easier to get to. Yeah, there's all plugs on me using the lead unit. So just pull them up the back, and you can get them a bit easier, like that. Alright, now we can cable it. So first I get the GPS. On these, I'm just actually tucking up above the UVC and you can set up top here, and then you can put it inside. It's going to give it, all you're after there is a good clear view of the sky, which you can see here, there's a face above it, so you've got a pretty good view there. Now we'll cut out easy back to it. Basically what we're going to do is just go through and match the plugs up. So we'll start with the easy ones. We've got the two main coil ones here, 6 pin and a 10 pin plug. Both of these plug in. Then they can only plug into where they can, so that's quite good. What you do want to make sure of though, on this one here, you'll see there's a couple blue wires here, there's 2 blue wires. They have black plugs on them. If you look at the other end of your factory car plug, if you look at the other end of your factory car plug, one of the holes will be black, one of the holes will be coming out of it. So you just want to make sure you have the correct one hooked up. So here you can see I've got the third one in hooked up, which in the back and bottom you can see there's a cable in the third one. There's a cable sticking on this just for your antenna amplifier, so if you don't have that in the correct spot, your reception and your radio will be rubbish. Then just go through and these other cables. That here is like steering wheel controls and your auxiliary. This plug here, big one here, not used, and some models it can be. This one here also not used, and this small one here also not used. So from our harness what you have left over is basically these two plugs have been used. So those ones you don't have to worry about. We haven't got the factory USB port with this model yet, but we'll find it in the future. So that's it there, so our main one goes to the package unit. So that's it. So the orange and black ones are going to hook to two blue reverse ones in, so we've got them plug down here. We'll just use the gel easy connector. You can use what you have handy, what you use. We've got our camera going to our plug here, 6 pins into the package unit. We've got our 2 USBs and external microphones, so normally tuck one of these down the side down here, so you can get easy access to it if you need it in the future. So you can see we'll just tuck it out the bottom here, we'll just pop the trim back in now, so you can just tuck it out of the way if you like. Up there so you can keep access to it when you're doing it, get it in the way, and that's it down here. So that's that. Now there is a connection to it, which if you have it, it's cool, if you don't have it, this is going to go to the rocker panel switch, and what it gives you a quick charge on one port, and a pass through on the other one. So the pass through is this a line here, sorry, the non-braided one, which we're going to connect, which we're going to connect into here. So that's pretty much extending your USB port to come into the stop audio one. And on the bottom one, it's a quick charge, so you'll see on here, we've got a couple plugs, so you're going to use one of them, so you can chop this plug out, what you need to do. This needs to go to ACC power, this needs to go to ground. So that's your panel switch here, so you just want to pop that blank, you've got buttons on the side of the wheel, the other side. What you want to do is feed the wires, you need to feed the wires back through this way. When you feed the wires, you feed the wires the other way, you just go switch them back here, which is a bit small to get through. So just feed that through from up here, and back here, it's really easy to get through. Going to plug into your switch here, plug that in, and then obviously it's going to sit back in there and pop into your panel switch. So you can see that's going to pre-tie in there like that, and just give you a quick charge and all your pass through. So you're going to plug it into there, you can put a tape on these, so just make sure they can plug. So we've got the kitchen back now, so we've got plugs in, extra USB here. They're going to go to the side, so it's a port on the sides. Going to screw in a Wi-Fi antenna, we can just leave this floating in the back, again, just to improve the range for future editions. So leave it tied up and floating around. I'm just stuck in the top here. That's cool. Now if we come down here, look at the plugs, we've got our 2 USB plugs here, which plug into here. Sorry, the on there. Yeah, make sure the phone is convenient. So we've got our header switch here. This just slides on the far side here, the plug. So it's a little bit closer back. And just a couple clips it sits into. And to make sure it hits the clips, you can see them on the side here. So we've got our reverse upgrades, the 6 pin plug here, that goes in here. That's going to tuck down. And then that's all our plugs, we just need to make sure our main 20 pin plug, and also the antenna plugs on the factory side here. So these here are a little bit tight, so they will go in as you put the unit in. So that's the antenna one.